What is up, guys? My name is Brandon and this is DIY Vlogger. In this video I'm going to be starting a new tutorial series on Powerdirector 15. Now this will work for pretty much all the different Powerdirectors, so no matter which version you have, it will basically, all the main components will be the same. So if you haven't downloaded Cyberlink Powerdirector before, what you're going to do is go to this website. The link will be in the description below, and just go to this website, and there's these different packages that you can choose. You can get video and photo, which is the cheapest, director suite, which is everything included. Cyberlink has lots of different softwares that you can purchase, so just make sure you make the right decision, and you're going to want to make sure that you're buying a package that has Powerdirector 16 or higher included in it. This tutorial series I'm going to be using Powerdirector 15, but as I said, it's basically the same for all the different Powerdirectors. So once you've downloaded that, you can open it up. Once you open it, you're going to be greeted by a screen that looks basically like this. It might be a little bit different, but these are all the options you have to choose when you first start it up. There's the full feature editor, which is what I'm going to be doing this series on. The easy editor, which I recommend for beginners that are just starting with video editing. 360 editor if you have a 360 camera. Slideshow creator, which lets you create slideshows. It's super easy. It's like one click and you're done. Theme designer, which is good for like intros or things like that. And express project, it's basically just you give it some videos and it'll make something good out of it. Kind of like the slideshow creator, but with videos. So we're going to be going into the full feature editor in this video, and it's going to load up. And once it's done importing media, you're going to see this screen. Now there's three main sections on the screen. There's the media window, which is where all your video, photo, and audio files will be found. There's the preview window, which is this here, which is where you're going to see your videos and pictures. And then there's the timeline. This is where all the magic happens. So the first thing we're going to go over is the media window, and as I said, this is where all your video, photos, and audio are going to be placed when you import them. And on the side you can see there's lots of different items here that you can click on, and also on the top here. Alright, so we're going to first focus on the import media button, and when you click that, you have lots of different options. These four you're not going to use very much. These are just for Cyberlink Cloud, Director Zone, Flickr, Audio Network. You're not really going to use those. And then these two are the main ones, which is import a media folder and import media files. Now if you click on media files, you can select pictures, videos, or audio that you want to import into your media window. So let's just grab a picture real quick. We can get a thumbnail from one of my other videos, and it's going to show up here in the media window. You can also sort your media by pressing these buttons. If you take out all the images, by selecting the images button, it will only show video or audio files. You can also take out audio, and you can also just take out the video as well, and you can do any combination of those three. These buttons and obviously the search, you can search for pictures like how I make, and then you can see the videos by their title. These other buttons and things here we're not going to go over in this video, but now let's go over the timeline. So this is your timeline, and there's a scroll bar here. There's also these plus and minus buttons, which can be used to zoom in and out of your timeline. And to add a video to your timeline, or a photo, or anything, photo, video, or audio, all you have to do is click on it and drag it over to your timeline. Now the photos aren't a very good example because I'm so zoomed out that you can't see it, but if I import this video, you'll see a yellow outline, and that is the length of the video. So that's how big it's going to show up. So if you put it all the way on the left, that's where the video is going to start. So then you can just let go of your mouse button, and you can zoom in, and you can see that your video file gets bigger, and that's just because you're zooming in. It's not actually getting longer. And there's a few things that you need to know about the videos when you're importing them into your timeline. You've got the preview section here, which previews the section of the video that you're looking at. So if I go to this section, you can see the preview here shows me standing there, and I'm standing there in the preview window. There's also on the bottom the sound, and this is going to be bigger lines if it's louder and smaller if it's softer. And then, as you can see, these buttons have showed up when I selected this video. If I select something else, they go away, but if I select a video, all these different buttons show up. So going over these buttons, we have the split clip button, and this is basically just going to, as it says, split the clip into two separate clips. Now this is really nice if you're cutting out certain sections of your video. Say you messed up, you can, like if I messed up from here to here and I want to take out this part where I messed up, then I can split it again, and now I have split the video into 3 different sections. So now I can select this video and click the trash icon to remove it. And when you're removing something, you have 3 options. You can remove and leave gap, which removes the video, but it doesn't move anything else. It only removes the video. You can also remove and fill gap, which deletes the video and moves any other media that's in the same section of the timeline. And then there's remove, fill gap, and move all clips. And this is going to do the same thing as the fill gap, but even the clips below it or above it will be moved as well. So if we remove and fill gap, I cannot speak, then the second video will be moved as well. So moving on to the other buttons here in the timeline, we have the designer, which we will go over in a later video. You can mess around with these buttons obviously whenever you want, check them out, see what they do. And then there's also the fix enhance button, and these are going to be your color correction, white balance, lens correction, stabilizer, lots of stuff like that. We'll go over these in another video as well. The tools, you have power tools, motion tracker, action camera center, and blending effect. The power tools we'll go over really quick. You've got 2D to 3D, which will just convert your video into a 3D video. You can select video in reverse to reverse it, so you can watch it in reverse, as you can see here. You've also got crop and zoom, which crops your video. You can change the speed of the video, make it either slower or faster. Rotate the video, and blending mode. Next to tools, we have keyframe, which is a more advanced thing we'll go over in another video. Edit audio, you need to have either Powerdirector or Wave Editor installed to do that. And then we have this button, which has more features like move clip, link, unlink video and audio, other stuff like that. You can also get those same options by right-clicking the video. You'll get the same stuff as clicking the more options. Another button we didn't go over is trim unwanted portions from the selected clip. This button will allow you to trim your clip, so basically just make it shorter or longer. And you can select certain sections of your video that you want to keep. It's kind of like splitting, but a little bit different. So you can select just this section if it will load. and then you can click OK. The one thing my computer is not good at is recording and editing a video at the same time. I really need to get a better computer for this, but this is all I have for the moment, so you're just going to have to bear with me with the lag. Alright, so next we have the preview window that we will go over, and in this window you have buttons here. You've got your play button, which obviously just plays the video, stop button, it just makes the video go to the very beginning, and you've got the frame by frame buttons, and you can click these to move one frame or back one frame, and then you've got this button in between these frame buttons, which you can change to either frame by frame, second by second, minute by minute. So if I switch this to second, you can then move by seconds by clicking this arrow button with the line. So if I switch it to seconds and click the arrow button, then it moves 1 second forward or 1 second backward. Next to that we have the fast forward button, which obviously, as you all know, fast forwards the clip, and then we can click stop. And another button that's really nice is if we go to a certain section that we want, like let's say we want to make this a thumbnail, we can use the picture button to take a snapshot of the video, and this is basically just going to take a picture of the frame. So as you can see, it adds this into the media window, and it is just a picture file. It's not a video file anymore. So that's a really nice button to have for making thumbnails. Definitely really helpful. And then next to that we have the preview section, which changes preview quality. You can switch to non-real-time preview, TV safe zone, grid lines, dual preview, good stuff like that. We've also got adjusting the volume, and the 3D button we're not going to go over right now. And then there's the unlock preview window button, and this basically just separates your preview window from your other stuff. So if you have two monitors, this is really helpful, so you can see more of your media window and timeline. You can also use that to go to full screen to view your video full screen by clicking that button there, and then you can close it and then dock it back. And that's basically everything about the preview window. And also the other thing that you can do, as you saw, you can scrub like this throughout your video. And then if you saw, when I selected a clip, it went to the clip section, and if I just select outside of my clips, it'll switch to movie. So if you just want to watch a certain clip, you can click the clip button while you're in play, and then it'll only watch the clip. Now I think this is kind of a bug. If you click clip and then hit play, it'll automatically switch to movie, but you know, that's basically just what it does, so you can only watch a certain clip. Now if I select my video, you see these little dots in the corners that I can adjust. Now if I want to, I can select this dot, click and hold it, and I can drag, and that will make my video smaller. And this is helpful for using two videos in one. So like if you want a camera of your head like I have in this video, I've got my head, and then I've got the rest of the video outside of my head. You can size your head so it's kind of small and in the corner, just like that, and then you can have the rest of your video down here. And to do that, you would just import another video underneath it, and now you have, actually you would want the smaller one below your big video. So now you can see I have this video here, and then my big video right here. So that's really helpful for picture-in-picture videos like I'm doing right now. And I think that's pretty much it. In the next video we'll go over these sections here, but for now that's all we're going to have for the beginning episode 1 of this new series. I hope you learned something new in this video. If you did, definitely consider leaving a like. Also consider subscribing because I post videos every Friday and you're not going to want to miss them. So that's all I have for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.